Hello, Pacific Northwest Key Clubbers, and welcome to the Call to Convention webinar. My name is Lindsay Pham, and I'm currently the Lieutenant Governor of Division 44 and serve as the chair for the District Convention Committee. Thank you all for taking the time out of your day to attend this webinar. Before we get started, I'd like to introduce you to the other members of the 2022 to 2023 District Convention Committee. Although I've already introduced myself, let me just do that one more time. My name is Lindsay Pham. I'm the Lieutenant Governor of Division 44, and I'm DCON Chair.
Hello, I'm Aljan Torres, and I'm the DCON Committee Secretary. I'm also the Lieutenant Governor of Division 20I.
Hello, I'm Alp Iskin, and I'm the Lieutenant Governor of Division 27.
Hello, my name is Chloe Pond, and I'm the Lieutenant Governor of Division 32.
Hi, my name is Isaac. I'm the Lieutenant Governor of Division 62.
Hello, my name is Matthew Vu, and I'm the Lieutenant Governor of Division 66.
Hi, my name is Luca Ruggiero. I'm the Lieutenant Governor of Division 72.
Before we move on to the agenda, let's hear from everyone else in this webinar. In the chat, please type what you're most excited about for DCON 2023. Personally, I'm most excited for the district board installation ceremony that occurs during the closing session. I cannot wait to see my future innie become the Lieutenant Governor of Division 44. Oh, Governor's Ball is so good. I love interacting with the other clubs. Yes, everything is good, Miss Jessica. Spirit battles. I see a lot of workshops, spirit sticks, and Governor's Ball. All great choices. Here. Thank you all for participating in the chat. Oh, seminars are so good. Yeah. Thank you all for participating in the chat. Since we've all shared some of what we're most excited about for DCON 2023, we can move on to the content for tonight's webinar. First, we will be presenting the Call to Convention video created by District Editor Jack Moe. A little round of applause for him. Then Chloe, Matthew, and Alp will discuss some convention logistics. After that, Isaac, Luca, and I will review awards and contests before passing it off to Aljan to tell us all about the Spirit Stick. This will be followed by a Kahoot reviewing the information we provide. The winner of the Kahoot will receive a $25 Amazon gift card. Finally, we will close with the opportunity for you all to ask any questions you may still have. Now that we've covered the agenda, it is my pleasure to showcase the 2023 Call to Convention video. I hope that excites you for what is in store for DCON 2023. I'll now pass it on to Chloe Pond to discuss convention logistics.
Hey everyone, I'm Chloe Pond, Division 32 Lieutenant Governor, here to give you the 101 on our district convention. Since this will be our first fully in-person DCON since 2019, I wouldn't be surprised if the question on a lot of your guys' minds is, what is DCON? To begin, the district convention, or DCON for short, is PNW Key Club's largest annual event. It is a fun, action-packed weekend where more than 2,000 Key Clubbers from over 150 clubs come to celebrate a year of impactful service for their local communities. Not only is DCON a time of celebration, but it's also an opportunity for members to network, develop leadership skills, and focus on self-improvement. In honor of all your efforts to help support the needs of others, this year's DCON theme will be Once Upon a Service. We see Key Clubbers like knights, protecting and serving the people around them. We hope that DCON will be a truly magical experience for you all to celebrate that. Something that makes DCON especially unique is the fact that it's led and attended by high school service leaders just like you. At DCON, you'll be able to attend a diverse range of workshops, receive officer training, participate in spirit battles, elect the new district executive officers, and more. At DCON, there's something special for everyone to take part in. Now, I'll hand it off to Alp for an overview of the DCON 2023 schedule.
Thanks, Chloe. Hello, PNW Key Clubbers. My name is Alp Iskin, and I serve as Division 27 Lieutenant Governor. As you may already know, this year's district convention will be held Friday, March 31st through Sunday, April 2nd at the Seattle Convention Center in Seattle, Washington. We are preparing quite the lineup of events for your enjoyment. The district board is working endlessly to make sure that DCON 2023 is more engaging than ever before, and that is why we are super excited to share this year's DCON schedule. On Friday, attendees will arrive at the Hyatt Regency Seattle beginning at 3 p.m. For those of you in the Portland area, you have the option to purchase round-trip transportation to Seattle through PNW Key Club. See page 36 of the registration packet for more information. Upon arrival, you will have time to check in, meet other Key Clubbers, grab dinner, and participate in our meet and greet, which will have a variety of fun activities dedicated toward getting to know each other. At 6 p.m., the opening session will commence at the Seattle Convention Center, which is near the hotel. During the opening session, Key Clubbers will compete for the Spirit Stick, hear from some amazing inspirational speakers, enjoy live entertainment, and so much more. After the opening session, delegates will attend a caucusing and non-delegates will attend personal development seminars. During this time, advisors will also attend a reception, and interested Key Clubbers will have an opportunity to showcase their talent and oratorical skills during talent auditions. Once these events conclude, you'll have some time to interact, socialize, and settle down at the beautiful Hyatt Regency Seattle until curfew. On Saturday, we'll kick things off with breakfast at the hotel, followed by a mega forum at the Seattle Convention Center. The mega forum will feature a special guest speaker that will help kickstart the day and focus on ways you can personally help create a more inclusive member experience in your Key Club. Following the mega forum, everyone will attend workshops of their choice. There will be 35 plus workshops to choose from, offering during 4 sessions. Topics will include officer training, mental health and wellness, diversity, equity, inclusion, large service project planning, hosting effective fundraisers, how to get a date, speed mingling, and so much more. In between the workshop sessions, there will be a break to eat lunch, meet admission representatives from several colleges and universities in our exhibit hall, and of course, participate in a spirit battle or two. During lunch, the House of Delegates will also convene to elect the 2023 to 2024 district executive officers. If you are one of your club's 2 voting delegates, you will be attending this session to vote on behalf of your club. After workshops conclude, we will change to professional attire to get ready for dinner, closing session, and governor's ball. Our closing session at the Seattle Convention Center will officially bring our magical weekend of fun to a close. I'll now let Matthew share some information about what exactly is included in the registration costs.
Thank you for that introduction, Alp. My name is Matthew Vu, and I'm the Lieutenant Governor of Division 66. Now that we know what DCON is and what you can expect DCON to look like this year, let's discuss what's included in the cost of registration. The cost of registration will be based on the number of key clubbers staying in each hotel room. It will be $320 for quad registration, $435 for double registration, and $665 for single registration. All registration options will cover the cost of your hotel and most meals. A grab-and-go dinner will be provided Friday evening during registration and meet and greet. On Saturday, breakfast and lunch will be provided. In addition, all attendees will receive exclusive DCON 2023 merchandise that will include a Once Upon a Service themed t-shirt, tote bag, pin, and lanyard designed by logo design contest winner Crystal Fontanilla from Division 33. Special shout out to Crystal for her wonderful design. And of course, you will have access to all of the speakers, workshops, and opportunities that DCON has to offer. I'll now pass it on to Isaac to review our awards and contests at District Convention 2023.
Thanks so much, Matthew. My name is Isaac Pedersen. I'm the Lieutenant Governor of Division 62, and I'm going to be discussing awards and contests you can compete in at DCON 2023. Here's an overview of how the process will work. First off, all clubs will be asked to submit an annual achievement report to determine if their club qualifies for special recognition from Key Club International, including distinguished or diamond level clubs. Aside from the annual achievement report, there will also be a two-step process for applying for each award. The first step is to fill out the specific application for the award you are applying for through Google Forms after registering for DCON 2023. All of our awards and related links can be found in the DCON 2023 registration packet. The overall structure for the individual award will look something like this. Personal and club information section will be the first. The second will be the attendance section, which will require you to access your attendance records. And lastly will be the virtual signatures of the club presidents. The second part of the application process requires a 200-word nominating letter. The nominator requirements vary for different awards, so make sure you pay close attention to the criteria listed in the Google Form applications. The letter needs to be sent to awards@pnwkeyclub.org in PDF format. Once sent, you will receive an email confirming that the nomination letter has been received. Letters exceeding 200 words as well as late submissions will not be accepted. All award applications are due by Wednesday, February 1st, 2023 at 11:59 p.m. The first section of the application can take 30 to 40 minutes to complete, and the second section can take up to a week. To ensure your application and nomination letter are of the best possible quality, we recommend beginning your application as soon as possible. Please know that all awards are designed to recognize recipients that embody the Key Club vision statement and core values: leadership, character building, caring, and inclusiveness. Award applications will open after this webinar when DCON registration goes live and can be found in the registration packet. Do not put off applying for awards until the last minute. I will now hand it off to Luca, who will be giving an overview of the individual awards and contests.
Thanks for that information, Isaac. And hello again, everyone. I'm Luca Ruggiero, the Division 72 Lieutenant Governor. I'll share some information about individual awards and contests with you tonight. There are a variety of individual awards available at DCON. These awards all have the word outstanding in them. Of all of the awards that we offer, recognition awards for outstanding officers, members, faculty advisors, and Kiwanis advisors are perhaps the most meaningful because they allow us to recognize individual contributions during the 2022 to 2023 service year. Personal and club information, attendance records, nomination letters, signatures, and DCON attendance are among the general requirements for the awards. Each award contains role-specific criteria that are taken into account when determining the final score. Here are the details. The Outstanding Club President Award criteria includes on-time submission of dues, holding club elections before February 1st, service projects for preferred charities, and joint projects with the Kiwanis family. The Outstanding Club President Award criteria includes a letter of support highlighting the leadership and initiative displayed, especially in situations where the club president is unable to carry out their duties. The Outstanding Club Secretary Award criteria comprises assessing completed meeting minutes in addition to having submitted 10 secretary reports on time. The Outstanding Club Treasurer Award criteria consists of the timely submission of dues payments, assessment of submitted club budget, and financial reports. The Outstanding Club Editor Award criteria takes into account the quality and number of publications created. The Outstanding Club Webmaster criteria includes submitting the club website for evaluation and the number of promotional materials created. The Outstanding Kiwanis Advisor Award criteria consists of assessing the quality of support provided to the Key Club and submission of the annual achievement report. The Outstanding Faculty Advisor Award criteria includes assessing the quality of support provided to the Key Club and the signatures of the school principal, Kiwanis advisor, and the club president. Lastly, the Malcolm Lewis Outstanding Member Award criteria includes a log of service hours, assigned subjective evaluation by the club executive board, and a letter of support highlighting the member's contribution. Now I want to talk with you all about some awards and contests that your clubs can collectively compete in. I cannot encourage you enough to apply for these awards because not only will it be fun to see how your club stacks up against others, but it'll also be a great chance to be inspired by what other clubs are accomplishing. This is definitely a great opportunity to be recognized for your hard work. Here are the 8 awards and contests that your club can participate in for this year's district convention. The Distinguished Club Award, the 6 for 65 Award, the Service Hours Award, the Club Membership Growth Award, the Club Website Contest, and the Club T-shirt Contest. We will also be honoring district project contributions with 2 separate awards this year. The Club District Project Service Hours Award, honoring service hours contributed to the district project, and the Club District Project Fundraising Award. These are all awards that your club is potentially eligible for, and I really encourage you to look into them because they are rather simple to complete. Now I'll pass it on to Lindsay to talk about international awards.
Hello again, everyone, and thank you, Luca, for telling us a bit more about the individual and club awards available at DCON. The next category of awards we'll be reviewing are the Key Club International Awards. Here's the rundown. The international awards are the Single Service Award, the Major Emphasis Award, the Club Poster Contest, the Club Video Contest, the Year in Review Contest, which is for scrapbooks, the oratorical or speech contest, and finally, the talent contest. To apply, you will need to first submit an application for the award at DCON. And then the judges will determine whether or not you qualify for the international level. Talent and oratorical auditions will take place in person at the Hyatt Regency Seattle on Friday, March 31st, after the closing session. One award I would like to highlight is the Single Service Award. I know that so many of you have held some excellent, creative, high-impact service projects this year. I would love for you all to apply and receive recognition for your efforts. Applying for these awards will help ensure your club's hard work and dedication will not go unnoticed. With that, thank you for listening to the overview of the awards. We will now move on to something I know you all are excited for, the DCON 2023 Spirit Stick.
Yeah. Hey everyone, it's Aljan Torres, LTG of Division 20I, and I have a question. Does anyone know what the Spirit Stick is? Well, the division that showcases the most spirit, energy, and passion throughout the convention will have the honor to take home the Spirit Stick of DCON 2023. You can show spirit by wearing the attire designed by your division, showcasing a lot of energy, being active on socials, and more. You'll see many spirit battles during DCON, and this is a great way to show your spirit. This is something to keep in mind when planning for DCON 2023. The more members you bring, the more spirit you get to show off. To wrap up this webinar, I'll pass it off to Matthew to play Kahoot.
Hey everyone, it's Matthew again. And before we answer your questions during the open floor discussion, we wanted to give you all the opportunity to review all the information we went over with a chance to win a $25 Amazon gift card, of course. That's right, the winner of this Kahoot will be sent a $25 Amazon gift card, so be sure to use your real name as your Kahoot username And with that, let's get started. We'll give a couple minutes for everyone to join. Right, we'll give 10 more seconds for everyone to join. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I think we're ready to get started. All right, first question. What is the theme for DCON 2023? The correct answer is Once Upon a Service. All right, second question. How many workshops can you expect to find at DCON? That's right. The correct answer is greater than 35. Next question, please. When will all DCON packets and registrations be due? The correct answer is February 1st. Next question, please. True or false, the Club Website Award is one of the awards that clubs can earn at DCON. Correct answer is true. Next question, please. Which of the following is one of Key Club's core values? Caring is the correct answer. Next question, please. What date is DCON 2023? Correct answer is March 31st through April 2nd. Next question, please. What is the cost for double room registration? Correct answer is $435. Next question, please. True or false, your DCON registration includes all meals throughout the weekend. Correct answer is false. All right, next question. Where is DCON 2023? Correct answer is Seattle, Washington. All right, next question. 2 more left. When is the annual achievement report due? Same day as when registration is due, so that will be February 1st this year. All right, next question, please. When were registration, election, and awards application packets released? Correct answer is October 12th, our previous date for our webinar. Next question, please. I believe final question. Who is the chair of the DCON committee? Should be an easy one. That's right, our lovely chair is Miss Lindsay Pham. All right, let's see who took home the $25 Amazon gift card. Congrats Jada on 3rd place. Congrats Isabel on 2nd. And see who our winner is. Congrats Abby. All right, so to claim your Amazon gift card, Abby, please DM your email to Lindsay, and then she will be sending you that gift card soon. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for presenting that Kahoot, Matthew, and congratulations to our winner. With the remaining time in this webinar, I'd like to open the floor for any questions you may have about DCON 2023. These can be about our awards, contests, venues, or anything else you may be curious about. So you can either send them in the chat or like to everyone, or you can send them individually to me. Either is fine. Okay. So for where can we get the convention video? Jack, do you want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, sure. Currently it is unlisted, but it will be published right after this webinar is over on the YouTube channel. So around like 8 or 8:30, you can expect it to be on there. So yeah. And then yeah, once again, our YouTube channel is just PNW Key Club.
Okay, somebody asked, is there somewhere we can find these slides? So the slides themselves you will be unable to find. I apologize. However, this video, this recording will be posted on the Key Club YouTube shortly after this webinar ends, and then you'll be able to kind of scroll through the slides at any given time. And then somebody asked how many chaperones are required. Does anyone have the answer to this? I am not sure myself.
Sure, Lindsay, this is Brian Egger, District Administrator. So we follow a ratio of 1 chaperone for every 10 Key Club students. You are able to share chaperones, however, if your club does not have enough chaperones to meet that threshold.
Okay, perfect. Um,
And I can take the next one too, Lindsay, if you want, about driving. So, or a Kiwanian rather. So a chaperone can include a parent, a Kiwanian, a faculty advisor, or another adult that's over the age of 21 that has been identified as a chaperone for your club. We're pretty flexible on who can and cannot be a chaperone. They will be subject, however, to a background check once they register for the convention. And of course, anyone who's designated a chaperone can drive you to and from the convention.
okay, perfect. I'm getting some more slide questions. Our district governor said he'd be willing to put the slides in the bi-weekly. So if you're not signed up to the bi-weekly email updates, you totally should, because I get they will be on there now. All you have to do is go down to the bottom of the PNW Key Club website and then put in your email. Okay, and then somebody asked, will there be an award for the club who got more members this year? Not really. I mean, there are a lot of club awards and your recruitment, like how many members you recruit and how many like will be thought about in those, but they're not necessarily like an award for it specifically, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I can also jump in. We will have it's not necessarily for amount of members, just percent of growth. We will have an award for that for your dues paid members this year versus last year. So if that's of interest to you, it's definitely something you can think about in terms of recruiting new members this year.
Somebody asked, do we have to pay for everything? Okay, so that is a bit of a complex question. Your club will definitely have to pay for some of it. There are Kiwanis clubs here to support you though as well that you can reach out to. I would recommend fundraise as much as you can for district convention so that your members don't have to pay too much. So reach out to any organizations that would be willing to sponsor you, whether that be your Kiwanis or like legitimate organizations, and just fundraise and you'll be good. You'll be good. Somebody asked, is there overall money estimate for an individual person? I'm from Alaska, so like busing and planes. I don't know anything about this. Do any of the advisors know?
Yeah, I
Sure,
can
let's
hop in here. I can take this one. So if you talk to your Lieutenant Governor, Hannah, she does have some information on plane tickets. I think Alaska's planning on taking a group plane to DCON this year. So I'll put her email in the chat. You can get in contact with her about the transportation costs for that.
And then for the do all club members have to go together from a club, or can they go individually? They can go individually as long as they can get there. Like definitely not all of your club members have to attend. And let's say someone was like driving there by themselves, it should be fine. Like I know when we were down in Portland last DCON, because my club was 20 minutes away, we all just drove ourselves because that can sometimes save you on money on like buses and things. So there is that. And then will each division transport together? Is each school responsible for organizing busing, etc. for themselves? Usually the schools are responsible for organizing busing and such for themselves. There are definitely a lot of schools who will like share buses, if that makes sense. Like if only so many people are coming from each club, they might choose like one location where they all meet so that they all head out to the same spot, or they might be picked up by the same bus.
Yeah, and another option we have this year, if you're in Portland, we are doing some bus transportation organized by the districts. So in the registration packet, you can check that out on page 38 and find all the details.
And then how will we get the spirit wear this year? That depends on what you mean by that. We have divisional spirit wear, and then we have our district spirit wear that you'll get at district convention. So the spirit gear you'll get at district convention will be kind of key club based. It'll be centered around the theme at DCON, and that just comes with your DCON payment. if you're talking about divisional spirit wear, that's something that your LTG will set up. And so I recommend you ask your LTG about that. And then where do LTGs get the money to make divisional gear and merch? It really depends. Like, we have a fund to help us with it, if that makes sense, but some of it will have to be ordered potentially by members. How do we sign up for the talent show? So the talent show takes place like after opening session during the same time as caucusing. And from my understanding, there's like a registration form, like to sign up, that'll be sent out later on. And then you just go. Is that right?
Lindsay, this is Brian. I'll jump in on that one. So there is a talent contest registration form that's part of the awards and contests packet that's discussed in the registration packet. During the pandemic, we digitized those forms. So please visit that link and you'll see the individual Google form links for each contest you're interested in. The only pre-registration required, however, for the talent show is if you plan to use a piano. If you don't plan to use the piano, then you are able to audition on site as Lindsay described. But be sure to check out the talent and award contest section of the registration packet for more details.
And then, oh, this one's so cute. Okay, wait, I think me, Matthew, Algin, and Chloe should all answer this one. It was, what was your favorite workshop and why? Chloe, I think you should go first. Miss Chloe. What was your favorite workshop and
Sorry,
why?
I lagged out and I didn't hear what you said. I'd say my favorite workshop was definitely it was speed mingling, and because it was also the workshop that was held by my Audi, Jessica. So I thought it was a lot of fun, and it was like a lot of people attended that one. And I think it was just a lot of fun because like compared to the other workshops and besides like ribbon trading, there's not like a lot of opportunities where you can like really just like sit down and like exchange socials with like another like key clubber. But like in that workshop, like even though they were like someone that you were like completely like you didn't expect to meet, like you were put into a situation where you like had to get to know them, and it was like just a lot of fun. And the questions that they also gave were just like really funny, and it like really helped you get to know the person in front of you.
Okay, Algin, what was your favorite workshop and why?
Last year I attended DCON virtually, and I think the workshop I liked the most, or I remember the most, was also like speed mingling, because it was like the only one where we actually got to really interact with other people and like actually learn about other people during DCON.
Matthew?
Okay, I think my favorite has to be How to Get a Date. Like I don't remember like much of the advice, but when we played Soulmates, one of my best friends got selected as like one of the participants. So that was like mad funny because he went up there. He was like super awkward, but like he got matched with someone. And then I don't know, thought that was funny and I don't know, super entertaining. Everyone like laughed a lot and super enjoyable. So that's my favorite moment.
My favorite workshops were also How to Get a Date, and I also liked How to Lead a Large Service Project. I think I'm really biased on both of those because my Audi presented both of those, but I thought it was so fun because during How to Lead a Large Service Project, my entire division came and it was like one of the only times my division was like completely together at DCON, and like everyone in that room was D44, and I thought that was so fun. Because we were all like, oh my gosh, hi. And then How to Get a Date was so fun because people were playing Soulmates, people were throwing balloons around, people were getting asked to the governor's ball. It was just incredibly fun. Okay, and then is there any tips you can give for clubs crossing the border to go to DCON, like letters of permission, passports, etc.? What should I tell key clubbers to prepare with? Is there policies for taking groups of students across the border? Okay, definitely please have them prepare passports. I am not well informed on this either. I'm so sorry. That is such a good question, Brian.
Sure. Thanks, Lindsay. So I couldn't see in the chat who exactly asked this question, but obviously it's a Canadian. And so I would suggest that maybe you email myself or Kyle immediately following this webinar so that we can discuss a little bit more about the specifics. But your first point of contact would be your advisor or your chaperone that would be accompanying you across the border. There are clubs that attend DCON every year. If you're in 13, 15, 17, Mr. Eckersley from the West Vancouver Club, who's also the area administrator, coordinates a bus from Vancouver to DCON each year. So he would be able to also be a resource to you in making sure you comply with all those requirements. But does that answer the question for now?
Yep, thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, and then the next question says for the attendee forms, medical, code of conduct, and liability form, are they to be sent electronically all in one document? Or should we also bring the paper copies? Whenever you're registering your club for DCON, chances are there will be separate sections during registration for you to paste them in individually electronically. Like, I don't think there's supposed to be one PDF. I don't know about bringing paper copies. I don't think that's necessary as long as we have the electronic ones. And then is there a resource for ways clubs can raise money to cover registration fees? Yes, oh my gosh, I'm so happy you asked that. You should definitely check out the PNW Key Club issue. We have all different sorts of fundraising ideas on there. Most of them are aimed towards help end hunger and things like that, but they can also definitely be used to raise money for your clubs because they're just general fundraising ideas. So that should totally help. Definitely a lifesaver at times. Next, will there be food options for people with dietary restrictions? Yes, exactly. You will indicate any dietary restrictions during registration, including vegan and vegetarian. We want to make sure you eat, so there will always be food options for you. Please do not worry. Okay, and then, oh, this one's cute. In your opinion, what was the most memorable moment of DCON? Oh, actually, is it okay if Alden, Matthew, and Chloe, I'm gonna have you answer this one again. In your opinion, what was the most memorable moment of DCON? Alden?
I think it was having it like marking like the end to some of our seniors, like their positions in the club, because they're like the only people who have stayed in my home club since like the pandemic and everything. So I think that was really sad, especially since it's also when like our advisors like announced to us that they're like quitting, or like they weren't quitting, but they're like stopping their position, but they'll be there for support. So yeah, I think that was most memorable.
Matthew?
I think it was hang out my division. Since during that year, my school was mainly closed up because of COVID. And so I didn't really get to interact with fellow key clubbers, especially from my school up until that point. And so I don't know, super exciting, just going around, got Red Robin together. We hung out before and after DCON, and that was just super special just to, meet other key clubbers, as well as those from my own division.
And then Chloe, what was the most memorable moment of DCON for you?
Like Matthew said, I'd say it was definitely hanging out with like the other LTGs as well as everyone from my home club. And it was just a lot of fun just because that was also like one of the first times where I got to like travel to somewhere like overnight with like my friends. And it was just a lot of fun being able to like go out and eat But I would say another memorable part was, like Aljan said, saying like goodbye to our Audis. But I would say it's also when like my division won one of the spirit sticks. And I think that was just a lot of fun.
I remember that my most memorable moment at DCON was, was definitely hanging out with my friends and the governor's ball, but also I think one of the biggest parts for me was retirement and also District Governor Alice Lee's speech specifically during her retirement. Like, I just remember everyone was tearing up in the crowd. We were like sobbing, or at least on the verge of sobbing. And it was just so emotional. It was such an emotional moment. And it was so interesting to listen to. So, Mr. District Governor Kyle Henson, your speech is going to be great this year. I believe in you. And with that, somebody asked, will there also be bus parking if we bring any buses? And then Brian responded with, bus parking needs to be arranged in advance by your clubs. And there's an email to discuss options in the registration packet. And then our next question is, so my club is in suspension and we are working to get out of it, but we don't have a sponsoring Kiwanis club. Can we still sign up for DCON? Yes, you can. Yeah. As long as you pay dues. So pay your dues this year. If you are in the process of submitting your dues, you can work towards getting out of that suspension and you can still sign up for DCON. If you don't have a sponsoring Kiwanis club, I would recommend definitely focus on fundraising for DCON a lot. So just to help with the cost for your members so that you don't have to spend $320 out of pocket. But yeah, you got this. I believe in you. And also ask your LTG for help if you don't have a Kiwanis club. Maybe they'll be able to find one. And then, next question is, how did attending DCON help improve your club? Chloe?
Could you repeat that? Sorry, I'm like locking out.
No, you're okay. How did attending DCON help improve your club?
I think it just improved like the community aspect of my club, especially because like coming back from COVID and we like had a gap year where like everyone attended DCON virtually, and I'd say that like from like my division during the COVID year, like my Audi told me that like no one attended, so like a lot of people like didn't know what to expect, and like for them, Key Club was previously just like a place where they could like get service hours or just like go hang out with their friends. But then like after attending DCON, like I'd say that like me and like a lot of the other members realized that there's like a much larger community behind Key Club, and we got to like know like Key Club like beyond just our school, but like get to know everyone else that's involved in like the bigger projects that Key Club's working on.
Algin, how did attending DCON help your club?
I think for us, it made us learn a lot more about our club than we did, because like most of my club members that did attend DCON with me virtually were like first time Key Club members. So it was interesting learning about like all of our club history and like all that we used to do. And I think it also helped us like learn a lot more about each other, because we spent most of the time like in the library watching the screen together. So it really helped us bond through that way.
Matthew?
I think DCON mainly just really helped revitalize like the energy and like spirit for Key Club, my division. Because I know a lot of people who accompanied me from my division to DCON were super burnt out because of COVID. It's the fact that we weren't able to do a lot of service projects because of restrictions. And so just seeing fellow Key Clubbers, seeing what their clubs are achieving, what their service projects are, I think really gave my club like inspiration to try harder, like especially this year. Like this year we have way more members than ever before, and we're doing way more service projects. So I think it really helped give back like our energy to keep achieving in Key Club.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. That's definitely what happened with my club. You could just see all of the energy revitalized. My club is also a little bit of like a bigger club. There's 86 members, dues paid, or at least there was last year. And because there were so many members and our meetings were like 15 minutes long, no one really got the opportunity to get to know each other. So it was kind of the first time our clubs got to know each other on like in terms of different grades. Like everyone in the same grade sort of knew each other because we were a small school, but as a club we didn't get to know each other. So it was like the first time where we all got to just hang out as key clubbers, and I think that was really fun. Okay, the next question is there any resources I can give my new key club officers? Yes, there is a bunch of them. So the membership growth and retention committee actually has so many resources for new key club officers about like membership retention and stuff. And then in terms of like for DCON, we have, I'd say honestly, if they don't know anything about DCON, I'd recommend sharing this video with them, which will be posted on the YouTube afterwards. And sorry, that was in response to something else. I would recommend sending this video to everyone afterwards. There will also be a bunch of district convention promotional material being sent out within the next couple of months, and a DCON registration webinar, so another webinar dedicated solely to how to register in the winter. So just be on the lookout for those things, and you can totally give them to your new key club officers. And then if Kiwanis clubs aren't willing to or can't cover the pricey transportation expenses at DCON, would you recommend also doing club fundraising to cover the cost of transportation? Brian said, yes, I would. You should talk to Mr. Eckersley or Ann about seeing if the Canadian Foundation can assist with transportation costs. Definitely. Yeah. And other than that, just fundraisers in general help with the cost of anything. So I'd highly recommend it. You got this. Any other questions? Oh, somebody asked, what was your favorite presenter and what did you learn? Algin?
Well, for some of it, if I'm being completely honest, for some of it we weren't paying attention too much. So the presenters though, yeah, maybe I liked hearing about Miss past governor's speeches and all that she said.
Okay, I'll go next, and then it'll be Matthew and then Chloe. For me, my favorite was kind of Netflix guy. I feel like he was just the most memorable. I don't know why. I cannot remember his name. I can't remember any of the presenters' names, but he was one of the presenters for people who were non-delegates, and he did really good. He also had his own workshops as well. He did so good. He taught us all about how to schedule and how to plan your life out so to prevent burnout. And I thought it was so necessary because I am so burnt out all the time, and it really helps. Like now I live by a Google Calendar and a Notion calendar and like 3 other calendars, and it's wild. Matthew.
My favorite presenter, not a lot of people went to this workshop, but there was a Builders Club workshop led by, I think it was the governor of Builders Club. I forgot his name, but he was handing out free pins at the beginning. They're like super like high quality. So my club snagged a couple of those. And I don't know, my club specifically, Centennial, was interested in chartering a Builders Club at our middle school. And so he gave us a lot of really good resources and answered a lot of questions about that process to us. And so I guess that was my favorite workshop.
Okay, perfect. And with that, let's get on to our closing remarks. We are incredibly excited for DCON 2023 and hope you are too. Thank you all for taking the time out of your evening to attend the Call to Convention webinar. If you have any questions, feel free to email convention@pnwkeyclub.org. And have a great night, everyone. Oh, I forgot to mention, sorry, before we leave, here are some important dates to put on your calendars. First off, the registration packet, election packet, and award forms are already out. And as a reminder, registration for DCON award forms and executive candidate submissions will close on Wednesday, February 1st at 11:59 p.m. Finally, DCON 2023 will be held from Friday, March 31st through Sunday, April 2nd in Seattle, Washington.